His radio, sorry.
What's wrong?
I don't know.
What's wrong?
I don't know. Something smells weird.
Like what? Like what? What does it smell like?
I can't place
I'm
it.
smelling my pits now to check out. I know
I'm not that close to you.
I know.
And if that's the problem, I don't know. It doesn't smell like horrible. It's just.
Does it remind you of something?
I can't place it, but it smells. Is anybody eating?
Ninja, what are you? Ninja, what are you eating?
I see her. She got something in her hand, but I can't see what it is.
Banana.
Oh, that's it. I don't like.
You don't like the smell of bananas?
I don't like.
You don't find them appealing?
Oh no, that was terrible. LOL. Yeah, so no, I'm not a big fan. Like banana bread.
Yeah,
that's different.
Oh yeah, okay.
Because I think it's got the cinnamon and the all the goodness that's in, but just a plain banana is not good for me.
So that's a smell you don't like.
But banana bread I do like.
Okay.
Oh, I think I could put down like an entire loaf of banana bread. Right?
So is there something you smell and just you're immediately hungry?
Cinnamon roll. Maybe. Oh. But it makes me want that. It's not like there's a smell that makes me just in general want to eat anything. Like I want to eat that specific thing.
My favorite day of the year and my favorite holiday is Thanksgiving. That just the smells of all of that throughout the house. And
I bet it's a memory trigger too of Mama, making those mashed taties and that kind of stuff.
Mashed taties?
Mashed taties.
You got so bananas. If I brought you a banana, you wouldn't like it.
Not really. It's just it doesn't inspire me to want to have breakfast.
Okay.
You know what I mean? It's just sort of.
All right. Maybe you got that smell that kind of maybe turns you on, or maybe like I like it. I do like it, so it turns you off. Or whatever it is. You can call or text us 800-447-7234. Are you done with that banana yet?
Rob and Liz,
his morning crew.
I can still smell that banana in this studio.
Oh,
it's just
come on.
It's not a great smell for me, but
Sorry.
But I know a lot of people like that smell. It's okay.
It's all right.
Ninja eating her breakfast.
That was real good.
And it's nice and healthy for you, so I totally get it. Just spray something Febreze or something around here.
Febreze?
Well, it's supposed to, neutralize the odor that's in the room?
Sure.
Okay.
It always works for me.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, okay.
I know. All right, so we're talking about the smells that maybe make you hungry.
Oh, yeah.
Or the smells that you really don't.
Okay.
Make you not hungry. But so Kelly said popcorn.
Oh, yeah, man. When you go to theater and you smell that popcorn.
Even thinking about it, I can think about.
Or in the office, if somebody does it like microwave popcorn, and it's just like, I just want to go to the movies now.
Right. I used to work in a building that next door was a shop that popped fresh popcorn all day long.
Oh my
And you could get a little bag. I think it was like 50 cents for a bag. And so all the women that worked in the office would go, just about every single day and get their little bag of popcorn and bring it back. And I'd be like, oh, that's so good.
Carol, what's it for you?
Oh, bacon and coffee.
Yeah. Get you out of bed in the morning, don't it, girl?
We love you guys. I listen every day.
Carol, bacon.
Carol.
Yeah, bacon and coffee.
The two together, it just screams, good morning.
Somebody should make that flavor, like coffee. Is there a bacon coffee flavor?
There is.
Oh.
I used to have the bacon, I think it was bacon peanut butter. Flavored coffee or something like that.
Thank you very much. That sounds like an Elvis brand.
It kind of does.
This was the craziest thing. We're talking about smells and stuff like that. So years ago, I was working and somebody called in the radio station I was at and said, whenever I smell a skunk, like a dead skunk, it makes them hungry. And they have to go immediately to a drive-thru to pick up food. I thought that was the craziest thing I've ever heard. And then a lady who worked in the office, she came in, she goes, my husband's the same way. If we're driving down the road and we pass like where a skunk's been, that smell of skunk.
What is wrong with these people?
I'm
sorry.
I just think it's crazy.
Like you're going through the Burger King drive-thru and you're like, I just smelled a skunk. I had to come get me a Whopper.
I want a skunk burger with fries to go.
Ew.
Rob and Liz,
his morning crew.
So up in Lynchburg, Virginia, and I lived in Lynchburg, Virginia for a while, so that was pretty cool. I saw this story about Don who went into a pharmacy there, and he was going to get skin cancer medication that he's on.
Oh, something he absolutely needs.
Yeah, something that he needs. But he didn't realize how much the medication had went up, and Don was like, "Oh, I got to wait till the price goes down."
That breaks my heart.
I know. I can't get this medication right now. And Don just chose to leave, and he went home. He had nothing he could do. He could not afford the medicine that he needs for skin cancer.
But if you ain't got the money, you ain't got the money.
Well, the pharmacist called and said, "Don, I know you said you couldn't afford it. Somebody wants to pay for it for you."
How did they know?
I don't know if they talked about it in the office. I don't know if somebody overheard the conversation, because Don doesn't know who it is. Don just knows somebody stepped forward anonymously and wanted to help him out and pay for his medication. So Don put a big thank you out on Facebook. I don't know who you are. Hope we can meet at some time, but thank you so much for helping me out. And in fact, those small acts of kindness, how they can make a big difference. Don's like, now I'm trying to find a way that I can help others out as well.
Oh, that's
so I love he's going to kind of pay it forward as well.
Look at that. And when we do those small acts of kindness, like you say, it just keeps going.
Rob and Liz.
His morning crew.
Over the weekend, I got a text from Jake, our morning show producer, and he was like, "Have you seen the pictures yet? Have you seen the pictures yet?" And these were from the James Webb telescope, and honestly, I was kind of disconnected because I had a lot going on this weekend, and I love looking at stars and space.
You're a
and,
space girl, aren't you?
Right, a little bit spacey girl sometimes, but Jake, you were just excited about what these pictures showed.
I sure was, and I still am, because they're pretty amazing.
So why, you really wanted me to see these pictures and talk about it, and so what really stood out to you?
Well, this is the clearest images of stuff in space that we've gotten so far, and this is a newer telescope that can really give you the details and stuff, and it just shows you how amazing God is.
Right, it really does, and just how infinite. Yeah. The galaxies are, not even the galaxy. I don't even know the right words to talk about it. Just the universe and how beautiful it is. Well, one thing that I did see once I started looking at the pictures, because Jake, even on Monday, was like, "Did you look at the pictures yet?" So, I got into it, and I found this astrophysicist. He studies stars. His name's Hugh Ross. And he posted something with the pictures from the James Webb telescope, and it said, this is where we get the most compelling scientific evidence that a God beyond space and time created the universe. And I love that science and creation have come together. Mm-hmm. And because, you can try to explain it away, and it's like, how? And it's
they don't match up. You hear that a lot of times. Well, science and religion, it doesn't match up, but astrophysicists saying that.
It's just, hard for me to wrap my brain around just that it just happened.
Rob and Liz.
His morning crew.
I love birthday celebrations for everybody, including myself. So when I saw this, I just had to share it. There's Mark and his wife. Mark had been on a mission trip in Sierra Leone a while back, and he met two young guys there, two young men. They were brothers. They are now teenagers.
Okay.
Abraham is in the 6th grade, his brother Joe, and they made such an impact on Mark and his family that Mark said, because they were in an orphanage and they were about to be separated from each other. And Mark said, I got to step in. We've got to step in as a family. And they had a family meeting, and they decided, yes, we're going to bring them into our family. So they brought them to Charlotte, North Carolina, is where they're from. And for the first time ever, not that long ago, a birthday celebration happened. These two boys, they really don't know their birthday. They have never had anyone celebrate their birthdays. So it's Abraham's birthday, and the family is gathered in the kitchen in that home in Charlotte, North Carolina. And this video is going to be at His Radio TV. You can see this.
I'm just seeing it. Oh.
And so they bring a cake out. Abraham's never had a birthday cake. He didn't even know how to blow out the candles. He breaks down in tears. He breaks down. He runs over to his dad, Mark, just gives him the biggest bear hug. He runs over to Mom, does the same thing. He's bawling. Like he is in just snot bubble, bawling. And he blows out those candles and he says, "This is the most beautifulest thing I've ever seen." Can you imagine never celebrating, never having anyone say, "We are so happy for the day that you were born."
So you can check it out, His Radio TV. Thank you for that. My allergies are acting up.
Rob and Liz.
His morning crew.
I feel like I should have an Hawaiian shirt on and a little surfing music happening. Hang 10, dude. It's His morning crew on His Radio with Rob and Liz.
Okay, so in West Virginia, they had quite a bit of rain recently, quite a bit of rain. So much it was kind of flooding some of the streets. And there was a guy that has a pet chicken.
A pet chicken.
Pet chicken.
Pet chicken.
And so I don't know if they were just trying to lighten the mood of what was going on with the flooding and all of this. But of course, you have to always pull out your cell phone and get video of things that are happening around you.
Yeah.
And so he got his chicken in the mix.
That's right. And so sometimes you got to find creative ways to have some fun. So Shelly is the name of the chicken. So Shelly got on a boogie board and they pushed Shelly across the waters there in the street, and Shelly was hanging 10
for a while.
There was a neighbor that caught the video, and it's just like, and they're looking at him laughing in the background, but Shelly's hanging 10 and then gets to the end where it just jumps right off.
I mean, there's no harm, no foul.
That chicken was owning that board, man.
I've seen the bulldog on a skateboard.
Yeah,
right?
I've seen that as well.
But I've never seen a chicken on a boogie board.
Rob and Liz.
His morning crew.
Rupert has decided he wanted to bike 200 miles. 200 miles from London to Paris, and it's all to honor his dad. And, Rupert is 7 years old. 7 years old. And it's all to benefit this organization. He lost his dad in a work accident when he was just 4 years old. And he said he just couldn't imagine his dad not coming home again. So this organization was there to help him through this time as a bereavement as a young child. And
so grieving.
Yeah, grieving and bereavement and to help him through this. And he wants to help other kids going through the same situation. So that's what he's decided to do. He's the youngest ever, they think, that's done this.
I would think.
200-mile bike ride. And he's raised right now over $13,000. I think it's 11,000 pounds, but $13,000 to us. And I love what he said. He said, "Man, I'm sure my daddy's very proud of me."
This kid at 7 years old, of course, he's had to grow up very quickly, unfortunately, because of what happened in his family, but that he had thought about other children. He has compassion. That's something you're just, I think, born with.
I think Dad had to instill that in him in the short time he was with Dad, and Mom as well.
Oh,
Man,
Mom. Good job, Mom.
Oh, my gosh. Great.